Welcome, Rich Rebel fans and fans of volleyball everywhere, as the portion of the Coaches Show. This
A Utah powerhouse, 17-time state champion, but the Jim and Rich has room for an 18th banner.
Dug up by the Eagles. Lyman sets it up for Hansen. Blocked. Touched over. They're going to call it a double hit.
A school with a long tradition and legacy. A tradition and legacy of excellence, success, and, of course, championships.
Walker with the service. Stacy receives. Good pass. Cornea doesn't have to move. Wallenstein's hit. Deflected to the floor. It dropped into the donut hole. Bryce Hansen.
Rebel Volleyball is brought to you by Evanston Regional Hospital, Hoover Chiropractic, Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley, the Come On in Casper, Plains Tire, the Best Western Dunmar Inn and Legal Tender, Freeway Tire, Auto Farm Chevrolet, Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau.
A quick back set to Staple. Back corner. Kendall finds the spot.
This is Rich Rebel Volleyball. Rebel fans, get comfortable, strap it down, and enjoy another broadcast of Rich Volleyball. We head down to the court to join the voice of the Rich Rebels, Matthew Peterson.
Well, this is Rich Rebel Volleyball, but I am not Matthew Peterson, unfortunately. Matthew is fantastic, and we're just going to go ahead and watch the end of this JV here. Welcome to Lady Rebel Pregame Show. Tonight, the Lady Rebels are going to be taking on the Kemmer Rangers out here in the Kemmer High School, Kemmer, Wyoming. The first serve is scheduled for about 20 minutes from now, depending on how this this JV shakes up, and it looks like they are over. As far as I am concerned, JV is going to go ahead and take this one, taking the first two sets as we're going to move into our pregame show. Brought to you by the town of Randolph, home of the Rich Rebels. Good luck from Mayor Lynn Weston, board members Sim Bell, Brian Wires, Larry Kennedy, Melanie Lamb, and clerk Lana Pert. We'll hear from them, and then we'll set the scene for tonight's game. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Volleyball on 98.3 The Wildlife with video coverage online at mylocalradio.com.
Randolph, Utah is a town of extremes. At an elevation of almost 6,300 feet and with temperatures over 90 in the summer and often 40 below in the winter, the folks who call Randolph home have to be a hardy crew. Maybe that's one reason the simple things in life mean so much to Rich County. Residents value hard work, education, respect, a love for God, family, and country, and being a good neighbor. Mayor Lynn Weston and the town board proudly support the Rich Rebels and hope you'll be able to visit soon and come back often.
Welcome, Rich Rebel fans, to volleyball. We're going to be welcoming you back to the town of Randolph pregame show. We're going to talk about our scene set today, and our scene set is brought to you by the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau, Bear Lake, Utah, and Idaho. Plan your vacation today. Visit bearlake.org. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Volleyball here on 98.3 FM. I am your announcer, Cody Olson. We'll go ahead and talk a little bit about the scene set. It's exciting, fantastic atmosphere here in Kemmer, Wyoming. The stands are filling up as we get ready for the varsity matchup between the Rich High Rebels and the Kemmer Rangers. Tonight, the Lady Rebels open the season against the Kemmer Rangers, coming in with a clean slate. Both teams look to make a statement and start their season on the right foot. The last time the Lady Rebels played was in a 3-1 set loss in the state championship to the Valley Buffaloes, where senior McKenna Stacy had 23 kills and 32 digs. We're looking forward to each of these teams playing against each other, playing together tonight. I get so choked up and excited, I have a little frog in my throat. As volleyball is finally upon us, we're going to go ahead and talk a little bit. Moving on, as the scene is set, it's volleyball time. It seems as though everybody's out here to support the Kemmer Rangers, as well as we have a following of Rich Rebel fans, parents, fans all around. Each of these kids are ready for an exciting year of volleyball, upcoming fall season. We look forward as the season opener from both of these teams are about to make way. And we'll go ahead, and that's really what it looks like here as you're about to hear some more music. It is finally time to get a hold of the atmosphere is really set by this music. I'm excited. And that's what it looks like here courtside. Our scene set has been brought to you by Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau. Visit bearlake.org today and plan your next family fun vacation. About 15 minutes away from the start of today's action. Coming up, we'll visit with the coaches in tonight's matchup on the Wendy Lamborn pregame coaches show, brought to you by Stacy's Repair in Woodruff. We'll be right back to the Town of Randolph pregame show. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich High Rebels on 98.3 The Wildlife, and coverage at mylocalradio.com.
When you think about Bear Lake, think family, fun, fishing, beaches, boats, green, and great food. Think water, wildlife, trails, and shakes, snow, scenery, and sun. Think summer. Go to bearlake.org and plan your visit today. Visit Scenic Idaho.
Welcome back, Rich Rebel fans. We're going to go ahead and step aside for a quick Stacy's Repair ad as we are part of the Town of Randolph pregame show. You've been listening to Rich Rebel Volleyball on 98.3 The Wildlife, presented by Bear Lake Community Health Center.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Check the weather forecast or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live. You rely on your vehicle every day. Make sure your ride gets the best service, repairs, and maintenance possible. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff provides the highest quality, the latest technology, and the newest equipment to give your vehicle the absolute best auto care available. Family owned and operated since 1992, your friends at Stacy's Repair promise to always deliver value and outstanding, honest, and knowledgeable service, regardless of repair size or difficulty. Stacy's Repair, the ones who truly care.
Whatever takes you to Evanston, whether it's high school sports, a teaching conference, music festivals, speech and debate, or your job, always book your hotel reservations at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With 165 ground-level rooms on 10 acres, the Best Western offers everything you need, including newly renovated rooms, a business office, workout room, outdoor pool, and full-service restaurant, plus complimentary breakfast with every stay. Whenever you're in Evanston, make your hotel reservations with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Rebels! West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
Welcome, Rich Rebel fans, and welcome again to the Coach Wendy Lamborn pregame show. We're going to go ahead, which is brought to you by Stacy's Repair. When you need a repair, take it to ones who truly care. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Volleyball. We're going to go ahead and hear from opposing coach Jen Nielsen of the Kemmer Rangers. Welcome, Rich Rebel fans and fans of volleyball everywhere, as the portion of the coaches show. This coaches show is it was an opportunity for myself to sit down with Coach Jen Nielsen of the Kemmer Rangers volleyball. It was an absolute pleasure for her, and I'd like to introduce her and thank her for her time. Coach Nilsson, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
No problem. It's an absolute honor to interview you and just get excited for volleyball. I guess before any formal questions come out of my mouth, tell me a little bit about volleyball and how you got started.
Well, I am a teacher over here at Kemmer High School. I can actually coach 3 sports. So when this came available, I decided to take it, and I've enjoyed it so far.
Perfect. You have to grab every opportunity that you can. Coach Nilsson, I'm excited for you and your program as you are going into your 2nd season as the head coach of the volleyball of the Rangers. Let's talk a little bit about...
That is correct.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about 3A Southwest and the strong programs that you have kind of in that division out there. What does it mean to you and your girls that you're in such a tough and strong division?
You know, we are excited. You know, we are a small school compared to our quad down here in the southwest of Mountain View, Lyman, and Pinedale. But it only makes us stronger. And us being 3A and the competition, I couldn't ask for more. I know it gets frustrating sometimes because we don't have the numbers, but the ones that do go out, they have the commitment and they have the drive to want to succeed. So I have that here at Kemmer High School, and just being able to play in this quad down here in Southwest Wyoming, I wish every team had a quad like we had.
Well, we'll go ahead and thank Coach Jen Nilsson here from the Kemmer Rangers and her time being interviewed and talking to me a little bit about the tradition of Kemmer and working hard in the Southwest Division here in Wyoming. We'll go ahead and take a step aside as you've been listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Volleyball on 98.3 FM with live video coverage on mylocalradio.com.
Time flies, especially when you're having fun. This is Jeremy Rex, manager at T-Bar S in Evanston. It's hard to believe that we've been here almost a year with our new management team and staff. Did you know that you can have your vehicle detailed, your windshield replaced, chip repair done, or get your trailer refinished or rewired at T-Bar S? Of course, we are a full-service collision repair shop, too. You can even change your oil and your brakes. Visit T-Bar S today. Let T-Bar fix your car. 515 County Road, Evanston.
In the state where life is elevated, live your life in a higher gear. Cash Honda Yamaha can help you enjoy our beautiful local terrain, whether it's in the valleys, mountains, snow, or water. So get out and enjoy all nature has to offer at a higher speed. Visit Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley to start living your life at your new speed. Visit us in Hyde Park, just north of Logan, Utah.
Evanston Regional Hospital is an affiliate of the University of Utah Health. Our partnership builds on a long tradition of collaboration between Evanston Regional Hospital and University of Utah Health. Inside these doors, our dedicated staff is committed to being your caring partner in your healthcare journey. Whether you need an MRI or surgery, are expecting a new baby, or you're having a heart attack, Evanston Regional Hospital is here to help. Evanston Regional Hospital. Healing begins here.
Signage is a critical part of your business. It helps customers find your front door. Rocky Mountain Sign will provide you with expertly designed signs, LEDs, channel letters, as well as skillfully cut signage using wood, metal, plastic, and other mediums to help your customers find you with high-quality signage. Using the best technology, designs, and installation by Rocky Mountain Sign. Your signage says a lot about your business. Work with the professionals at Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street in Evanston, Wyoming.
Welcome, Rich Rebel fans, to the Coaches Show. I am absolutely humbled to take the opportunity to meet here with Coach Wendy Lamborn and getting prepped for the Lady Rebels for volleyball. Coach, thank you so much for your time and for meeting with me.
Yeah, it's great. It's great to be starting a new year.
Coach, thank you so much for taking the time to meet with me and talk a little bit about this team coming up. Obviously, last year, one step away, and I know it was right there for everybody to kind of taste. Runner-up, and I'm sure you have higher expectations and execution coming up this next year. Let's talk about the seniors. we have a little bit, quite a few on the team. Talk about what they mean to this team and their senior experience.
They have been playing all 4 years, all of them, and they are really good friends. Great bunch of girls. Super fun. Love all of them. They're all go-getters, and they're all great leaders.
Coach, thank you. Those seniors, I know I had an opportunity to meet with one of them today. Very wonderful Mackenzie Smith, a very bright and well-spoken leader on your team. Who else, I guess, on your team am I going to be calling out quite a bit as maybe, I guess, as a leader or just a key player for your team this year?
It's kind of early in the season. So in my program, from the time they're freshman to the senior, I don't really care the age. As long as they'll work hard for me, I need 6 girls on the floor that will stand out and do their very best. That doesn't always mean that that's going to be the same girls every single day, but we've had a lot of girls step up since we've started 3 weeks ago, and we actually did a Richfield tournament in the summer, middle of July. And, I would say Darlene Peterson right now, she is hitting really, really well for me.
Thanks so much to Wendy Lamborn and her interview, being able to talk with me about the excitement we're getting ready for Rich Rebel Volleyball. This has been the Coach Wendy Lamborn pregame coaches show, brought to you by Stacy's Repair. When you need a repair, take it to the ones who truly care. We're about 5 minutes away from today's opening serve. We'll go ahead and step aside as we get the starting lineups after this. So you are listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Volleyball on 98.3 FM with video coverage online at mylocalradio.com.
America keeps moving, and Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to help you keep rolling. Whether you need a brand new vehicle or service on one you already own, Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to lend a helping hand. Our certified mechanics are knowledgeable, and our sales team takes the time to get to know you and what your needs are. Stop in today, Auto Farm Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. Evanston's community-driven dealer.
The big difference that sets Freeway Tire apart from other tire stores is the fact that we care. We care about the customer service we provide, we care about selling quality products at fair prices, and we care about your vehicle. So when you're looking for tires or having work done on your vehicle, everything from maintenance to major repairs, make sure you take it to the company that really cares, Freeway Tires, on Bear River Drive in Evanston. Stop in today or schedule an appointment with us online at freewaytires.com.
This presentation of Rich High School Athletics is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. Dr. Todd Hoover does all of the chiropractic work you need, as well as blood work, dietary supplements, a weight loss program, x-rays, and can help you get rid of migraines and allergies. Call Hoover Chiropractic at 307-789-0043. Randolph, Utah is a town of extremes.
Welcome back to the Rich Rebel pregame show, brought to you by the town of Randolph, home of the Rich Rebels. It's time to look now at our Lake Town Ledger. As we go ahead into the Lake Town Ledger portion here, the Rich Rebels and the Kemmer Rangers have not played quite often as one might expect, but rather that they've played very recently. Here on the Lake Town Ledger, we will cover the last time each of these teams met, and frankly, it wasn't that long ago. These teams played on the 5th of September in 2020. In the 3-1 set win by the Lady Rebels, they almost had 39 kills, almost 10 kills a set, and 35% kill percentage, and a hitting percentage of .168. That's fantastic work by the Rebels from last year. As junior at the time for the Kemmer Rangers, Olivia Nilsson had 12 kills in 44 attempts, and had a 27% kill percentage. Kemmer took the first set 22-25 back in 2020, but Rich rattled off 3 straight sets to take the game, as that is the Lake Town Ledger, brought to you by the town of Lake Town, supporting student success. Good luck today to the Rebels from the Mayor and Town Council Burdett Weston and his council members. School mascots here, as the Rich Rebels on the left, the Kemmer Rangers on the right. Each of these logos fantastic. We'll go ahead, and this has been the Lake Town Ledger. brought to you by the town of Laketown, supporting student success. Good luck today from Mayor Burnett Weston and the town council. We're getting closer now to the upcoming start of the game. We'll go ahead and step aside here as we go ahead, and you've been listening to a Rich Rebel volleyball presentation brought to you by Bear Lake Community Health on 98.3 FM, The Wildlife, and coverage at mylocalradio.com.
You're tuned in to Rich Rebel Sports on KADQ Evanston.
America keeps moving, and Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to help you keep rolling. Whether you need a brand new vehicle or service on one you already own, Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to lend a helping hand. Our certified mechanics are knowledgeable, and our sales team takes the time to get to know you and what your needs are. Stop in today, Auto Farm Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. Evanston's community-driven dealer.
The big difference that sets Freeway Tire apart from other tire stores is the fact that we care. We care about the customer service we provide, we care about selling quality products at fair prices, and we care about your vehicle. So when you're looking for tires or having work done on your vehicle, everything from maintenance to major repairs, make sure you take it to the company that really cares, Freeway Tires, on Bear River Drive in Evanston. Stop in today or schedule an appointment with us online at freewaytires.com.
This presentation of Rich High School Athletics is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. Dr. Todd Hoover does all of the chiropractic work you need, as well as blood work, dietary supplements, a weight loss program, x-rays, and can help you get rid of migraines and allergies. Call Hoover Chiropractic at 307-789-0043.
Welcome back, Rich Rebel fans, to a volleyball presentation, a Bear Lake Community Health presentation of Rich Rebel Volleyball. We'll go ahead and recap a little bit about the scene set here. It is volleyball time here in Kemmer, Wyoming, as the Rich Rebels travel to Kemmer to take on the Kemmer Rangers. Tonight, the Lady Rebels open the season against the Kemmer Rangers. Each of these teams coming in 0-0, season opener, looking to make a statement and start their season on the right foot. Last time the Lady Rebels played, of course, was in that 3-1 set loss in the state championship to the Valley Buffaloes, where senior McKenna Stacy, 23 kills, 32 digs, did everything that she could, as the Rebels were one step short from a state championship in volleyball. Tonight, their opponent, the Kemmer Rangers, and head coach Jen Nielsen in the 3A Southwest Division of Southwestern Wyoming. Overall, last year went 6-14 and 0-6 in league play. This is her second year now, and looks to turn her program around and start a little bit as to her own identity as they take on the Lady Rebels. The Lady Rebels come into this year looking to push past the obstacle to win a state championship that eluded them last year, of course. The previous year, the Lady Rebels went 19-6 overall and 5-1 in region play last year, only dropping one loss in region to Intermountain Christian on the 18th of September. The Lady Rebels only losing one set in all the playoffs last year until they met the Buffaloes in the state championship game. Lady Rebels are also stated and documented to be the preseason ranked #1 favorite in 1A classification, just ahead of Panguitch and Paiute, according to the Deseret News, as the Lady Rebels are star-studded in many years here as they take their season opener, looked at as a preseason favorite by the Deseret News. Lady Rebels looking to replace many valuable players in terms of team production, including McKenna Stacy, who had 302 kills, 326 digs, 52 aces, and 430 receptions last year. Huge production for the Rich Rebels, as well as J.C. Cornea, 39 aces, 552 assists, 189 digs. Both of these girls were All-State last year in volleyball. Of course, we talked a little bit about the Lake Town Ledger, where on the 5th of September 2020, the Rich Rebels walked away with a 3-1 win with 39 kills, 10 kills a set, 35% kill percentage, and a hitting percentage of 168. As the horn sounds, we are getting closer and closer to the start of this game. Again, last year on the Lake Town Ledger, the first set taken 25-22 by Kemmer, where Rich then rattled off 3 straight sets to take that game in our Lake Town Ledger. We'll go ahead and move on now as we are beginning to get ready for our live coverage. Our starting lineups here, brought to you by Lutz Construction, Excavation and Landscape, Premier Commercial, and Residential Excavation and Landscaping. We dig Bear Lake. Call 435-946-8678. For the Rich High Lady Rebels, we have Cassidy Grohl, Dixie Huffaker, Darlene Peterson, Ellie Argyle, Ambria Lutz, Taylor McKee, Annie Pert, Brittany Lamborn, Violet Taylor, Kaylee Hatch, Haiti Pugmeyer, and Kenzie Smith. We're going to go ahead and take a quick second as we step aside for the national anthem.
At this time, we ask the audience to please rise, gentlemen, move your hats, and pay respect to this great nation as our band plays the national anthem.
Moments away now as we get ready for the starting lineup for each of these teams.
Number 3, 5'3" senior.
Introducing number 3, Cassidy Grohl, a 5'3" senior.
Number 8, a 5'10" junior.
Number 8, Darlene Peterson, junior, 5'10". Number 15, Taylor McKee, senior, 5'5". Number 20, we have Annie Pert, senior, 5'9". Number 23, Brittany Lamborn, senior, 5'6". Finally, number 44, Mackenzie Smith, senior, 5'6". Wendy Lamborn's squad now their opening lineup as they get ready for the Kemmer Rangers starting lineup. Audrey Cassidy, senior. Natasha Martinez, number 3. Number 5, Gracie Painter. Number 7, Lainey Walker. Number 8, Sydney Nera. Number 11, a freshman, Janae Skidmore. And MVP here of the Kemmer Rangers, number 14, Olivia Nilsson. We'll be looking out for her as she is the captain of this squad. Moments away from service, the Rich High Rebels and the Kemmer Rangers. We'll now see the Station on Main scoreboard in the bottom right corner if you're watching on mylocalradio.com. Thanks so much to Atlas Home Care and Hospice for being a booster as well. As the girls meet at midcourt, exchange pleasantries as the game gets ready to set off. As we get ready for the first set here, the first set is about to get underway. Brought to you by Auto Farm Chevrolet, serving Rich County residents for generations. Team huddles from each of these teams. Camaraderie, chemistry, and accountability, as Coach Wendy Lamborn spoke to us a little bit about in our coaches interview. The beginning serve is going to be brought to you by Pam Cornea with Town & Country Realty in Garden City. As we have Mackenzie Smith, Brittany Lamborn, Cassidy Grohl, Taylor McKee, Darlene Peterson, as well as Annie Pert out there, our starting lineup. Few instructions by a couple helpers down there on the court as Jen Nilsson points and gets ready for her team to take on the Rich High Rebels here in our first set. As we go ahead and wait for the service here, we go ahead and talk about how important a town such as Kemmer, as well as Randolph, really appreciate the success of athletics in their high school. It truly is something to behold. Everyone's involved. Everyone's here. It's loud. It's crazy. To my left, I have the band, who's going to be playing a part of just kind of the ambiance and atmosphere here in the Kemmer gym. As our service is getting ready, we're going to have Brittany Lamborn ready for service. Service from Brittany right across the net is going to be dug up here, but out of bounds and to the right, as Rich will get that first point, that ace, if I'm not mistaken, as that is the Crawford Trough ace. Thanks so much to Crawford Trough, the place to eat and drink. Second service received, set up high and in the middle. Touchdown and put right into the net. We had a couple tries at it. Annie Pert as well as Taylor McKee. It's going to be 1-1 here. 1-1 here in the first set. Service coming up from Lainey Walker. It's going to be high and out here as Rich will take its next point. Little service error from Kemmer. 2-1 is your score in the first set. Service. It's going to be an absolute dime and an ace from Annie Pert. Crawford Trough ace, the place to eat and drink. Three to 1 is your score in the first set. Another service. Received in the back court. Set up in the middle here. High and outside, just a little too far for Cassidy. Just a little too far for Natasha Martinez, excuse me, as Rich will go up 4 to 1. Up again here, Annie Pert with the service. Not high enough as it will go into the net for a point for Kemmer. 4 to 2 is your score on the Station on Main scoreboard. Natasha Martinez in the back, ready to serve. High near the back, received. Set up high and outside to the right. Sent over. Received high and outside to Kemmer as they put it right in the back. Just out of bounds. That'll be a point for Rich. Slap of the ball there is just a little too hard as it's not able to find the inbounds here. Service for Rich coming up. Taylor McKee with the Crawford Trough ace. Taylor McKee. Again, back to serve for Rich. Service over, received by Lainey Walker. Set up in the middle. It's going to be cleared out back to Rich. Set up in the middle, service. And the kill from number 8, Darlene Peterson, as Rich will go up again. Putting together a nice little run, Darlene Peterson, junior, 5'10" for Rich. As Taylor McKee will continue to stay back there. Service coming up. Received by Lainey Walker, put right at the net. It's going to go ahead and hit the net and be called here as a point touching the net. Lainey Walker, as Rich will go ahead and take a timeout. We'll go ahead and take a timeout as well, as you've been listening to a Bear Lake Community Health presentation of Rich Rebel Volleyball here on 98.3 The Wildlife and coverage at mylocalradio.com.
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really long streets. When your travels take you to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. The Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Taylor McKee up to serve for the Rich High Rebels. Service received by Lainey Walker, put at the net. Saved here by Olivia Nielsen and cleared up and over. Saved over by the Rich sideline. High and set to the middle. It's going to be touched over on the back right. Set for Olivia. It's going to be dug up, but not able to keep it in bounds. That was a great effort by Brittany Lamborn. However, it's going to be a point for Kemmer, as they're going to go and get their first points, try and stop the Rich run here. Again, that was a great dig. Almost a Town of Woodruff dig that was able to stay in bounds as Sydney Nera serves to Rich. High and outside serve. It's going to be put right at the net and blocked. Down for a point, actually. It's going to be a kill for Darlene Peterson. That was so fast that I couldn't even see it. Darlene Peterson now back to serve for the Rich High Rebels. That's a Bear Lake Realty kill by Darlene. She's going to go back and unfortunately put it right into the net, as a point will be given to Kemmer. Ball will now find its way to Olivia Nielsen in the back for Kemmer. Olivia ready to serve. It's going to be off the backhand here, just out of bounds and touched by Annie Pert. That's going to be another point for Kemmer. Ace for Olivia Nielsen. Olivia Nielsen back to serve. Service and out, high and out, as the point will go ahead. Service error, the point will go to the Rich High Rebels, up 10-5 here in the first set. Brought to you by Auto Farm Chevrolet, serving Rich residents for generations. Mackenzie Smith, back to serve. He's going to send it over, and it's going to be received in the back court by Kemmer. Cleared, back to Rich, as they're going to set it high and outside for Annie Pert. Annie able to get the great touch on the ball just inside to the left, finding a point there and a kill for the Rich Rebels. That's a Bear Lake Realty kill, as Mackenzie Smith back to serve again. Service received in the back by Kemmer. High and outside, set and touched over, back to Rich. Set up for Pert. Pert is going to put it right into the hands and down for another point and kill. Bear Lake Realty kill, that is, for the Rich High Rebels. 2 kills in a row for Annie Pert. Fantastic work for her, and offensive production as Mackenzie Smith. Service again. Received, set up a little bit, and sent over by Sydney Nera. Dig, not enough for Rich, as the ball will fall on their side. 12-6 for Kemmer. Lamborn with heroic effort. Service from Kemmer. Mackenzie's going to receive. Set up high and outside to Lamborn. Lamborn is going to clear it back to Kemmer. Set up from Darlene Peterson, who's going to set it up great right at the Rich defense. Just a little too hot there for Rich to handle, as the point will go ahead and a kill. I believe that's Violet Taylor. Not able to reel that one in, as Lainey Walker will go ahead, serve for Kemmer. Received by Taylor. Service. Smacked over to Kemmer. High and outside. Great dig there. Service from Lamborn. He's going to find a wall. Side set there. Just a great little move from Taylor McKee. He's going to add points onto the board for Rich. Out of rotation for Rich is going to give some points back to Kemmer, as we are going to be 14-7 is your score in the first set, brought to you by Auto Farm Chevrolet. 14-7, Rich up. They call that on Kemmer. Ambria Lutz with the service, received by Kemmer. Back set, off the fingertips and off the backhand there for the kill for Kemmer. Great work. Communication as rotation. Cassidy Grohl will come in for Ambria Lutz. 14-8 is your score. Savannah Ellis back to serve for Kemmer. Great dig, but out. Not enough to reel it in there for Violet Taylor, as the Kemmer will come away with more points for the ace. Back again, Savannah Ellis. Received by Mackenzie Smith. Put back into play and sent over and cleared. Set up. Going to be cleared again by Lainey Walker. Set high and in the middle for Pert. Pert trying to hit the back line there. Sent back. Mackenzie Smith able to take it. As both clearances from each side, not able to set up any real offense. Touch high and outside. Going to have the point go to Rich. From Kemmer. Attempted kill from Natasha Martinez, just high and out. Not able to put it back in the bounds. Service from Brittany Lamborn. has Kemmer on the offense, and now back onto offense go Rich. Put right into the hands as a double touch and a lift, actually. Rich with the kill. That is Darlene Peterson. That's a Bear Lake Realty kill for Darlene. Brittany Lamborn back to serve. 16-9 is your score on the Station on Main scoreboard. Received by Lainey Walker. Hit by Olivia Nielsen. Dug up by Mackenzie Smith. Back into play. Great work as the little touch at the line there. Just not able to get over for Taylor McKee. Points to Kemmer. 10-16. Just not enough on that to get it up over the net. Lainey Walker. Service to Rich, received by Lamborn. Service. It's going to hit the scoreboard, but they're going to go ahead and play it. Mackenzie Smith setting up Taylor McKee. Back and forth these teams go. Annie Pert is going to go ahead and kill, and with the kill, slap it over the net. It's going to bounce right off of Lainey Walker on the opposite side. That's going to go ahead and have points added to the Rich High Rebel side. Annie Pert back to serve for Rich. Again, Bear Lake Realty kill by her just recently. Hits the net up and over. Perfect ace for Annie Pert. That's a Crawford Trough ace. Peart. Received by Kemmer. It's going to go high out and to the right. Points again, 19-10 is your score. Annie Peart with the ace, as well as the kill. Will go ahead and step aside. You've been listening to a Bear Lake Community Health presentation of Rich Rebel Volleyball on 98.3 The Wildlife, as well as coverage at mylocalradio.com.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Rebels! West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
Back to serve, Annie Peart. Received by Kemmer, going to be cleared over. Back to Lamborn. Set high and outside, and an absolute monster kill by Darlene Peterson. That's a Bear Lake Realty kill. As we add points now to Rich's side, 20-10 is your score on the Station on Main scoreboard. Welcome back to set one, brought to you by Auto Farm Chevrolet. Just witnessed a Bear Lake Realty kill. A service from Annie Peart. Up and over by Olivia Nielsen. Received and set up again. Another kill, back-to-back kills. Bear Lake Realty, Darlene Peterson, as we add more points to the Rich side, 21-10. Is your score on the Bear Lake, on the Station on Main scoreboard. Annie Peart. Service. Dug up by Savannah Ellis. Olivia Nielsen is going to put it right into the wall. Not enough to get a block there, as it's going to roll out of bounds and off the arms of both. That's going to be off of the arms of Taylor McKee. We're going to add points here to Kemmer for the kill by Olivia Nielsen. Service by Audrey Cassidy is high and out. Service error. 22-11 is your score. Taylor McKee back to serve for Rich. Should put it, they're going to go ahead and leave it. It's going to go out of bounds. Service error for Taylor. 12-22 in your first set. Sydney Nera back to serve for Kemmer. It's going to be dug up, kind of costly there, as Ambria Lutz is going to put it over as Olivia Nielsen's going to go ahead and put it right into the Rich defense. Saved. It's going to be a block by Kemmer as Darlene Peterson attempted the kill right into the arms of Kemmer, and they're going to put it right back onto the Rich side, 13-22. Sydney Nera, service and received by Annie Peart. High and in the middle, sent over and cleared by Darlene Peterson. Back set here. It's going to be out, I believe. It was kind of contested as there are a couple people saying that it was touched by Rich, but they're going to go ahead and call that out. 23-13, the attempted kill by Kemmer. Darlene Peterson back to serve. It's going to be a little too strong for Darlene as another service error allows points to go on the Kemmer side. Coming up now to serve from Kemmer, Olivia Nielsen. It's going to be received by Peart. High and in the middle. Great dig by Kemmer. Lainey Walker's going to send it over. Set up for McKee. It's going to find a Bear Lake Realty kill from Brittany Lamborn. Bear Lake Realty kill by Lamborn as they go up 24-14. Set point coming up as Mackenzie Smith back to serve for the Rich High Rebels. Service dug up by Nielsen. Slapped over the line and taken. Great defense by the Rebels as an attempted kill by Lamborn is going to go right into the net, keeping Kemmer alive. Audrey Cassidy back for service from Kemmer. Into the net it goes as the set will end 25-15. We'll go ahead and step aside as that first set is brought to you by Auto Farm Chevrolet. You've been listening to a Bear Lake Community Health presentation of Rich Rebel Volleyball here on 98.3 The Wildlife and coverage at mylocalradio.com.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Check the weather forecast or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
Atlas Home Health and Hospice provides skilled nursing and physical therapy services in your home in Rich County. In-home service providers include Natalie Cornea, Kyle Argyle, Bradley Stokes, and Bradley Holmes. Call today for more information.
Welcome back, Rich Rebel fans. That's the end of the first set, brought to you by Auto Farm Chevrolet, serving the residents of Rich County for generations. That first set, 25-15, as the first set will go to the Rich High Rebels here on the Station on Main scoreboard. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich High Rebel Volleyball on 98.3 FM with video coverage online at mylocalradio.com.
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really long streets. When your travels take you to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. The Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Welcome back, Rich Rebel fans, as the end of the first set brought to you by Auto Farm Chevrolet, serving the residents of Rich County for generations. We're going to go ahead and move into the second set, which is being brought to you by LSR Refrigerated. Darren, Tricia, and the entire Wallentine family wish the Rebels good luck. We're going to go ahead and switch sides now as the second set is coming up. Out onto the field, I see Mackenzie Smith, Annie Peart, as well as Darlene Peterson, Taylor McKee, Kaylee Hatch now onto the court, as well as Brittany Lamborn as well. Welcoming you back to the second set between this match between the Rich High Rebels and the Kemmer Rangers. Service coming up from Lainey Walker. We'd like to remind you of this set sponsor brought to you by LSR Refrigerated and Tricia and Darren Wallentine family. Looking for more Bear Lake Realty kills as well as aces, brought to you by the Crawford Trough. Also looking for our first block of the game, brought to you by Epic Recreation. As the Rich Rebels now on the left, trying to score on the right, left to right on your radio dial. We're going to go ahead and wait for Lainey Walker as service will now come. Jumping served, received by Mackenzie Smith. Tried to be up and over a little tip from Taylor McKee and not enough, as Kemmer will come away with their first points of this set. 1-0 is your reading on the Station on Main scoreboard. Lainey Walker. Service again. It's going to be high and outside. Good eye from the Rebels as the service error will allow a tie game now, 1-1 in your second set. Lamborn back to serve. We're going to head and get a call here out of rotation, I believe. We're going to add points to the Rich side here. It's going to be was actually going to be a Crawford Trough ace, but we're going to get a call for out of rotation as Lamborn sends it again. Received by Audrey Cassidy. For Nilsson. Nilsson, great dig here. Not enough. As Taylor McKee runs out of bounds, she was going to jump right into our announcer's booth down there. Great athletic play. I've seen it many a time. But we're going to go ahead and be tied, actually. The kill by Olivia Nielsen, excuse me. Natasha Martinez with the serve. McKee sending it off to Peart. Smith back in the middle to Peart. Peart touches it over at the 10-foot line. Be set off the fingers. 2 hits. Just a little, just not enough. 2 hits there. Dixie Huffaker. No, excuse me. Gracie Painter. Three to two now is your score on the Station on Main scoreboard. Annie Peart back to serve. We have some instruction from our sideline official here, instructing a little bit of Kemmer how to get in their lanes. Annie Peart waiting for the green light. Whistle indicates that she's ready to go. Annie with the serve. Received by Cassidy. Touch right at the line here. Lift by Kemmer is going to lead to more points for Rich. Peart back to serve. Sent right at the net. Cleared up and over, not enough actually. Not enough from Lainey Walker, as points will be given again to Rich High. 5-2 is your reading on the Station on Main scoreboard. A little bit of a run here for Rich. This is taken by Nielsen, sets it up in the middle. It's going to be sent right over the front line. McKee setting up. Gracie. A little bit of back and forth is going to lead to some points for Kemmer. Substitution coming in. Failed to mention that Dixie Huffaker, number 5, has been subbed in as well for Rich High. Dug up by Peart. McKee setting up Peterson. Peterson with the Bear Lake Realty kill. Great work from her. 6-3 is your reading on the Station on Main scoreboard. We're going to have Taylor McKee, senior, 5'5", back to serve for the Rich High Rebels. Up and over, received by Cassidy, but Cassidy's going to hit it a little too high off of her arms. It's going to be an ace. Crawford trough ace for Taylor McKee. Love to see a little bit more of those as McKee sends it over again. Light touch and another ace. Back-to-back aces for McKee. Crawford trough, the place to eat and drink. Helping us out, counting those aces. McKee, 3 times not the charm as a service error into the net will stop that run from Rich. 8-4 is your reading on the Station on Main scoreboard. Olivia Nielsen back to serve. Ooh, a little bit. People are a little bit in disbelief as we're going to get a touch. I'm getting a couple readings from different officials. That might be an ace. Yes, they're going to count it as an ace for Olivia Nielsen. It was blazing fast. Not even the judges or the officials could see what really happened, as I couldn't either, and I had a bird's eye view. Back again as the Rebels are attempting to put it up and over. Not enough mustard from Annie Peart. 2 aces in a row for Olivia Nielsen. 6-8 now is your reading on the Station on Main scoreboard, putting the team on her back here, trying to put her team in position to tie. Service again from Nielsen. Received by Peterson. High and outside, tapped up and over. Great dig by McKee. That's a Town of Woodruff dig. Sent up and over. Up in the middle, slapped over by Kemmer. Peterson, a slap of her own is a little too hard as it's going to go out. 7-8 is your reading on the Station on Main scoreboard. That's a 4-0 run for you people watching and listening for Kemmer. Nielsen hits the top of the net, but is received by Lamborn. Dixie Huffaker, light touch right in the middle. Be cleared by Kemmer. Into the net, just a little too close. Not enough. 8-8 now is your reading on the Station on Main scoreboard. 5-0 run for Kemmer. Olivia Nielsen back to serve. Laser taken by Lamborn. Put back in the middle and sent over and cleared by Lamborn. Nielsen is going to go ahead and get that absolute monster kill. 6-0 run. Spearheaded by Olivia Nielsen, senior for Kemmer. 9-8 is your reading on the Station on Main scoreboard. They will stop the run from Kemmer as they smartly let it go out of bounds. Tying this game 9-9. Service error by Nielsen as we have Darlene Peterson now with the service. Peterson sends it right to the middle. It's going to get hit right off the top. Nielsen able to send it over and clear it. Peart, McKee, Huffaker, over. Clearance by Kemmer. Ball right in the middle, high and outside to Lamborn. Lamborn off the fingertips of Kemmer, not enough. They're going to tap it over. It's McKee able to keep it up in the air. Lamborn again. Finds a spot. Able to snipe that back right corner. Lamborn with the kill. Special thanks to Bear Lake Realty for helping us keep track. Darlene Peterson now. 10-9. Up 1 set for Rich. Lady Rebels. Into the net. Service error. 10-10. Substitution now as Darlene Peterson will head out. And we will now see Violet Taylor. Cassidy with the service and ace off the fingertips of Peart. 11-10 is your reading on the Station on Main scoreboard. Audrey Cassidy, senior for this Kemmer team. out and to the right. Smart move by Lamborn as she had a just a close view of that, where it's going to tie us up 11-11. Dixie Huffaker out as Mackenzie Smith, senior, comes in. Mackenzie Smith with the service. Received by Savannah Ellis. High and up for Lainey Walker. That's going to be a block for Rich. Epic Recreation block as the team came up together and put that back down. Mackenzie Smith, right over the net, received by Nielsen. High in the middle for Nielsen, sent right back. Back and forth they go as a little bit of offense here. 2 touches. They're going to call from the judges. They're going to nab Ambria Lutz for the 2-touch there. 12-12 is your score on the Station on Main scoreboard. Sydney Nira. Nira with the service, received by Smith. McKee finds Peart. Peart with the monster Bear Lake Realty kill. Off the forearms of Nielsen. Back to serve for the Rich High Rebels, Ambria Lutz. Lutz. Cassidy finds the reception. Nira trying to keep it in. Cassidy. Not enough mustard on that, as points will go ahead to the Rich High Rebels. Lutz back to serve again. Sent high and outside. High and out, past the back line. Service error. Allows for a 14-13 reading on your Station on Main scoreboard. Up to serve now for Kemmer. Lainey Walker, freshman. Received by Smith. McKee finds Lamborn with a touch over into the middle. That's a kill for Lamborn. Not able to reel it in. Kemmer not able to kind of bring it up in the right direction. Bear Lake Realty, kill for Lamborn. Substitution now. Violet Taylor is taken out as Darlene Peterson comes into the game. Nira is going to set it up right at the line and touched over. Dug up by Kemmer. Sent over and received by Smith. Set up. Great little kill touch over from Peart as she read the defense and able to find just the soft spot to bring some more points for your Rich High Rebels. Lamborn with the service. Top of the net, dug up by Cassidy. Olivia Nielsen with the great hustle, not enough. That's going to be an ace. Ace for Lamborn, brought to you by the Crawford Trough, the place to eat and drink. We're going to go ahead and step aside as these two teams step aside. You've been listening to a Bear Lake Community Health presentation of Rich Rebel Volleyball here on 98.3 The Wildlife on mylocalradio.com.
Time flies, especially when you're having fun. This is Jeremy Rex, manager at T-Bar S in Evanston. It's hard to believe that we've been here almost a year with our new management team and staff. Did you know that you can have your vehicle detailed, your windshield replaced, chip repair done, or get your trailer refinished or rewired at T-Bar S? Of course, we are a full-service collision repair shop, too. You can even change your oil and your brakes. Visit T-Bar S today. Let T-Bar fix your car. 515 County Road, Evanston.
(17-13) is your reading on the Station on Main scoreboard in the second set, brought to you by LSR Refrigerated. Darren, Tricia, and the entire Wallentine family would like to say go Rebels. As Lamborn again back to serve, up 4 points on the Kemmer Rangers. Lamborn working out a little bit too much as she sends it past the back line and out. Service error. 14-13 is your reading now on the Station on Main scoreboard. Natasha Martinez. Martinez with the service. Received by Kaylee Hatch and sent over by Rich. High and outside for Nielsen. Nielsen's going to find the back left corner. Monster kill from Nielsen as she is putting the team on her back and being an absolute force on the court today. 15-17. Martinez back to serve. A little bit of a miscommunication here by Smith and Hatch off the forearms there. Ace for Kemmer, 16-17. 2-point run. Martinez back to serve. Received by Hatch. Taken up by McKee. Cleared over by Lamborn. High and outside for Nielsen. Nielsen's going to get a nice little touch on that. 2 hits now as the score is tied. 3-0 run for Kemmer. This Kemmer team, feisty, not going away. Martinez finally able to put one into the net to stop that run. 18-17 is your reading on the Station on Main scoreboard. We now have Annie Peart. Grateful for Annie and her patience and her family as I am learning all these girls' names. Annie able to find that soft spot there for the Crawford Trough ace. 20-17 now. Unless I'm mistaken. Peart sends it over. McKee finds Peterson with another monster Crawford Trough, actually Bear Lake Realty kill. Now 20-17. As basic counting sometimes eludes me. Peart sends it. Another ace, 3-0 run. Crawford Trough ace, 3 in a row points. Lamb Peart able to find the soft spot. We're going to go ahead and take a step aside as you've been listening to a presentation, a Bear Lake Community Health presentation of Rich Rebel Volleyball here on 98.3 The Wildlife and coverage at mylocalradio.com.
In the state where life is elevated, live your life in a higher gear. Cash Honda Yamaha can help you enjoy our beautiful local terrain, whether it's in the valleys, mountains, snow, or water. So get out and enjoy all nature has to offer at a higher speed. Visit Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley to start living your life at your new speed. Visit us in Hyde Park, just north of Logan, Utah.
Welcome back, Rich Rebel fans, as we're getting ready as the end of the second set, brought to you by LSR Refrigerated and the Wallentine family. 20-17 is your score. Annie Peart begins on the far side. Service to the back row, near the line and out. (21-18) is your reading on the Station on Main scoreboard. Back to serve for the Kemmer. Rangers, Savannah Ellis. Savannah jumping serve. Near the back line, tried to be wrangled in by Lamborn. Lamborn off the top of her forearms and out. 19-21 is your reading. Ellis. Back to serve again. Back to Lamborn again. Service high and in the middle. As there is just a dog pile of bodies. Dixie Huffaker able to kind of touch it over, not able to be reeled in by Nielsen or Martinez. 22-19 now is your reading on the Station on Main scoreboard. McKee back to serve. Received by Lainey Walker. Sent to the middle by Nielsen. Received in the back middle. Sent high, back set. Dug up by Martinez. Sent over by Kemmer. Received, set up in the near middle. Peterson puts it right into the wall. Block for Kemmer. 20-22 is your reading on the Station on Main scoreboard. Olivia Nielsen now. Right underneath what would be the basketball basket here. Nielsen sends it right to Peterson. McKee sets up high and outside. Just a little bit too early for Peterson. Another score. 21-22 is your reading on the Station on Main scoreboard. Nielsen back to serve. Right on the line for an ace for Nielsen. Tied 22-22 in the second set, brought to you by LSR Refrigerated. A little bit of a run here for the Kemmer Rangers. Nielsen back to serve. Puts it this time into the net, ending a run for Kemmer. Kemmer able to string together a couple of really nice runs that has allowed them to stay in this game, as Darlene Peterson on the far corner serve. Going to be able to find that Crawford Trough ace that they've desperately been looking for. Set point coming up, 24-22. Darlene Peterson with the opportunity to put it away in the second set. Darlene puts it in the back left corner. Saved by Nielsen near the middle. 10-foot line and sent over by Kemmer. Set high and outside to the far side, into the wall. McKee finds Huffaker. Kept alive by Kemmer. Slapped, dove. Great dig by Lamborn. Able to keep that alive as these two teams continue to battle. Nielsen puts it out. Aggressive move by Nielsen, not able to pay off, as 25-22 will be your final score in the second set, brought to you by LSR Refrigerated. We'll go ahead and step aside as you've been listening to a Bear Lake Community Health presentation of Rich Rebel Volleyball on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
Signage is a critical part of your business. It helps customers find your front door. Rocky Mountain Sign will provide you with expertly designed signs, LEDs, channel letters, as well as skillfully cut signage using wood, metal, plastic, and other mediums to help your customers find you with high-quality signage. Using the best technology, designs, and installation by Rocky Mountain Sign. Your signage says a lot about your business. Work with the professionals at Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street in Evanston, Wyoming.
As one of the region's most visited websites, MyLocalRadio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Check the weather forecast or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on MyLocalRadio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit MyLocalRadio.com today to stream it all live.
Welcome back, Rich Rebel fans, as we begin the third set of the match. Is being brought to you by Rich County Government, Rebels with a Cause. Going ahead and recapping the first set, topped off 25-15 by Rich. A more equally matched and hard-fought set, 25-22 by Rich. However, multiple runs by the Kemmer Rangers, spearheaded by Olivia Nielsen, and her aggressive play allowed for Kemmer to stay in the match and compete with Rich. That final sequence, we found a couple fantastic Town of Woodruff digs by the Rich Rebels, allowed them to keep the ball alive and finally put Kemmer away. We're welcoming you back now to the third set as the teams line up here. Coach Lamborn and Coach Nielsen, each for their respective teams, giving the proper coaching verbiage and technique to their team. Rich trying to close this game out. Kemmer desperately trying to get a set in and get the ball rolling. They've been able to string together a couple of small runs of their own, able to keep them competitive, but not enough to steal a set, as it is 2-0 in the set 0-0 now. We'll start your third set, brought to you by Rich County Government. Looking for some epic recreation blocks from the Rich Rebels. We've taken a couple timeouts as well. Each from each team able to find some time, brought to you by T7 Propane in Woodruff. Lamborn now, back to serve. Back line middle. Martinez sets it high and outside. Sent over as Peart puts her arm into it, but reeled in by Kemmer. Smith puts it at the line, touched up and over. Fantastic move by Taylor McKee as she was in the middle of the court, able to kind of find the soft spot on the front line. 1-0 as you're reading on the Station on Main scoreboard, as I have lots of help. Lamborn sends it right into the smack dab middle of the defense, puts it right into the net. Nielsen tried to dig it up. Her teammates trying to help her out. Not enough though, as 2-0 as you're reading on the Station on Main scoreboard. Lamborn able to score 2 points off of her serves here. Sends it right back to Cassidy. Cassidy Martinez sets it up as well as the Kemmer Rangers send it up and over. Peterson, a little bit behind her as she's battling right at the tape. Sending it near the judges, not able to corral it in enough. Kemmer, battle on the front line between these two teams. That's Darlene Peterson, Taylor McKee, Annie Peart. Able to allow the Rich Rebels to go up 3-0. Service from Lamborn. Received by Walker, sent up by Martinez right at the net. Battle at the net from Annie Peart, as well as Grace Painter. Battle at the net, 4-0 as you're reading on the Station on Main scoreboard. Received and sent over. Dixie Huffaker able to find just a sea of hands put back onto their side. Gracie Painter, that is. Gracie trying to attempt it as she finds a block. And we're going to go ahead 5-0 as you're reading. We'll go ahead and take a step aside ourselves as you've been listening to a Bear Lake Community Health presentation of Rich Rebel Volleyball on mylocalradio.com, as well as on 98.3 The Wildlife.
This presentation of Rich High School Athletics is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. Dr. Todd Hoover does all of the chiropractic work you need, as well as blood work, dietary supplements, a weight loss program, x-rays, and can help you get rid of migraines and allergies. Call Hoover Chiropractic at 307-789-0043.
Back out onto the court come the Rich Rebels here in the third set, brought to you by Rich County Government. Lamborn with the serve, received by Cassidy. Sent up by Martinez now. Sent over by Kemmer, received by Lamborn in the middle. High and outside to the left as Darlene Peterson puts a little too much muscle on it. 5-1 now. As the Kemmer crowd gets into it, I like it a lot. Service by Lainey Walker into the net. Service error. 6-1 now as you're reading on the Station on Main scoreboard. Substitution as Mackenzie Smith comes out and Dixie Huffaker comes in. Annie Peart with the service right off the tip of the net. Ace. Great move by her as she finds a Crawford Trough ace, leading her team 7-1 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Annie. The back left side hits the net, not able to get it over this time. Service error. You can only hit the net so many times until it comes back onto your side. 2-1 as you're reading on the Station on Main scoreboard. Martinez. A little too strong and out. Long for Martinez. 8-2. As we will see Taylor McKee down to serve for Rich. McKee straight into Nielsen, high and outside and to the left for Nielsen. She's going to go ahead and tap it right back over to Lamborn. Lamborn now to McKee, to Huffaker. Huffaker, I think, caught a little bit more air than ball on that one as the ball falls onto their side. 8-3 now is your reading on the Station on Main scoreboard. Substitution now. Gracie Painter comes out. Savannah Ellis comes in. Jumping serve received by Peart. Service high and in the middle for Huffaker. Huffaker sends it into the wall, but then rallied by Kemmer. Outside and into the net by Nielsen. Nielsen not able to get it over, as points will go again. Whether it was the net or the block from Rich, we will not know. This was a little too fast. Either way, points for Rich, as 9-3 is your reading on the Station on Main scoreboard. Darlene Peterson now sends it over. Received by Cassidy in the back middle. Cleared high into the middle. Sent over by Nira. McKee, assist now to Lamborn. Lamborn's going to find that soft spot. Going to go ahead and find a Crawford Trough. Well, I wish it was a Crawford Trough ace, but actually it's a Bear Lake Realty kill. We're getting everything in here right now. 10-3 now is your reading on the Station on Main scoreboard. Peterson is going to find the line and in. That time, it's going to be a Crawford Trough ace. She just knew. Great work by Peterson. And the Rich Rebel team by working together, as 11-3 is your reading now. Peterson, near corner. Nira sets it high into the middle. It's going to go off the fingertips of the Rich Rebels, as she's going to go ahead and get a kill of herself. That's number 11. Janae Skidmore, first time we're calling her out tonight. Great work by Janae to get points on the board for Kemmer. As we have Nielsen, who's able to rally and get a couple of runs for her team as she's been able to serve. We're going to get her first serve. It's going to be high and outside, though. Just long for Nielsen. 12-4 is your reading on the Station on Main scoreboard. Each of these teams still have T7 Propane and Woodruff timeouts that they can use. Smith sends it to the middle, right up to the net, tipping back and forth from Rich. Great dig there from Nielsen, able to keep it alive as Nira sends it over to the middle. Smith receives. McKee high and outside to Lamborn. Lamborn sends it to Cassidy on the back end. Nira back over and sent over by Kemmer. McKee back again to Lamborn, this time with a little touch. And that time it's going to find a soft spot. That's a kill for Lamborn. Bear Lake Realty kill. Toughness showed by each of these teams. Great work. Smith now back to serve for Rich. Smith received. Back middle for Kemmer. High and outside. Slapped over and received by Rich. McKee finds Peart. Peart slaps it to Nielsen. Nielsen, but this time they're going to go ahead and try and find Laney Walker. 2 hits here called on the Rich Rebels. We're getting some home crowd jeers. This is what high school volleyball is all about. You love to hear it. So we have Cassidy now back to serve. Into the net, service error. 14-5 is your reading on the Station on Main scoreboard. Out comes Lutz. In comes Grohl, as she will serve for the Rich High Rebels. Middle long for Grohl. Service error. 6-14 is your reading on the Station on Main scoreboard. 2-0 Rich leads in the set department, as Nira now back to serve on the near side. Sends it far into the left. High and outside for Peart. Peart thought she caught a corner on the back right end, but she did not, say the judges. 14-7 is your reading now, as Nira rallies in the volleyball, which found its way underneath the stands, trying to find home. Nira sends it over, received by Rich in the middle, outside to Peart. Peart has her kill dug up by Kemmer, and that's going to be a block for Peart. That's an epic recreation block for Annie Peart, who took it right into the hands, right in the middle. Darlene Peterson is going to come in replacing Violet Taylor. 15-7 is your reading on the Station on Main scoreboard. Sent over by Lamborn, received in the middle. Nira, high and outside to the left for Nielsen. Off the fingertips of Peart. Darlene Peterson sets it up in the middle. It's going to go ahead and get cleared, slapped over by Peart. 2 hits now. Not able to wrangle it in. Kemmer, Gracie Painter with a little bit of an error that leads to 16 points now for Rich. Lamborn sends it over, received on the near side, set up by Nielsen. Just a little low, but able to send it over. Smith able to find McKee. McKee back set to Peart, who's going to touch the net. Kemmer touching the net on that one. Points lead to Rich. Lamborn sends it over again, dug up by Cassidy in the middle. Back to Nielsen. Not able to dig. Mackenzie Smith able to sacrifice her body, not able to reel it in though. Points for Nielsen for her kill. 8-17, 2-set lead, 2-0 for Rich. Erin Aranda comes in now for Kemmer. Received by Lamborn. McKee sets it high into the left, cleared over by Smith. Sent up right at the line here. Going to be touched over. Very wonderful kill and touch by Peart. That's a Bear Lake Realty kill. One of her many today. Great tape awareness by Peart. Peart now on the near side, sends it over for the service. Good eye and leadership by Audrey Cassidy of Kemmer. Service error here. We're going to go ahead, and it is 9-18. Rich doubling the score now here in the third set, brought to you by Rich County Government. As we will see Savannah Ellis send the ball over. Out of rotation now for Rich. Pardon me. Out of rotation for Kemmer now. 19-9 is your reading. The ball will head over to Rich possession. Multiple substitutions here as we're going to see a couple of new faces that we haven't seen before. Out onto the court for Kemmer. Erin Aranda. Janae Skidmore. With Olivia Nielsen manning front middle. Couple substitutions as well on the Rich side. We've got Huffaker, McKee, Peterson, Peart, Lamborn. Service. That's an ace by McKee, brought to you by the Crawford Trough. 20-9 is your score. Ambria Lutz as well on the court for Rich. Here's McKee with the service. Served in the back middle, saved by Nielsen. Sent over by Nira, received on the back end. High and in the middle for Huffaker. Huffaker finds a wall. But it's going to go up and out of bounds. Last touched by Kemmer. That's a Bear Lake Realty kill for Huffaker. 21-9, one of the more difficult ones, sending it into the wall and then out the back line on your own side. Not able to continue that streak now for Rich. McKee, service error. 21-10 is your reading on the Station on Main scoreboard. Back to serve, Savannah Ellis. Savannah sends it up into the middle, received by Lamborn. High and in the middle for Peterson. Peterson's going to get that Bear Lake Realty kill. Wonderful movement by Rich High School as the girls are out there having fun. You can tell this team is having great fun working together. As Darlene Peterson will head back to serve. 22-10 is your reading on the station main scoreboard in the third set. Service error and a quick substitution as Peterson laughs off that service error, finds the bench. Hits one of her own players. Service by Nilsson, dug up by Peart. Into the middle, up and over. High and in the middle for Kemmer. It's going to be too hard into the back line. And out. 23-11 is your score on the station main scoreboard. Mackenzie Taylor sprints to the line as she takes out Huffaker. Oh, Smith. Mackenzie Smith. Smith now with the service. Tries to take a dive right at the line, but it's going to be out, and service error for Smith. 2 points away from the end of this third set. 2 points away from the end of the game, really. If Rich can reel this in. Audrey Cassidy. Back to serve. For the Kemmer Rangers. Received by Rich, high into the middle. Now Pert finds Nilsson. That's going to be a point for Rich. As they're going to find Kemmer too far into the net. Match point coming up now. Ambria Lutz to take the serve for Rich. Received by Nilsson in the backcourt middle. High and outside, Nilsson's going to take it. Great awareness by Nilsson as she's going to get the kill for Kemmer. 13-24 is your reading. Nira back to serve for the Kemmer Rangers. Trying to keep alive as they are 1 point away from the end of this game. Nira sends it over to Smith, who receives it on the back end. High into the middle now. Sniper kind of mentality by Lamborn just outside as she tries to find the back right corner. Match point here, 24-14. Received by Rich, high and outside for Lamborn. Lamborn's going to put it right into the net. As they begin to go a little cold, and as Kemmer is starting to rack up some points. Match point coming up again. Nira sends it over. Received by Rich in the middle. Sent up to the left and outside. Tried to be saved by Lamborn. Not able to do it as Nira's back to serve. 14-16. 24-16 is your reading. McKee finds Peart. Peart able with the fingers to put it up and over, down, meeting Nilsson right at the net, finding that soft spot. As your Rich Lady Rebels are going to go ahead and take that set, 25-16. 3-0 sweep for the Rich Lady Rebels. As we'll go ahead and take a step aside, you've been listening to a Bear Lake Community Health presentation of Rich Lady Volleyball here on 98.3 The Wildlife, as well as coverage at mylocalradio.com.
We take your fun very seriously. That's why we put so much emphasis on training and experience with our mechanics at Cash Honda Yamaha. Whether you're getting it ready for an upcoming season, putting it away for the winter, having routine maintenance, or have a mechanical problem, we want to make sure that when you're ready to have fun with it, it's ready for you. Don't trust your fun to just anyone. Make sure you bring all your service work to Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley.
Success is no accident. It comes from constant hard work, perseverance, sacrifice, and learning from failure. Laketown Mayor Burdette Weston and council members Dallas Clark, Chris Hodges, Gary Ogilvie, and Delora White encourage the Rich High Rebels to continue to do whatever it takes to succeed in academics, activities, and athletics. The Town Council and citizens of Laketown celebrate the success of all the students and staff in the Rich School District.
Whether you need a big bite to eat, a tasty snack, or a sweet treat, the Crawford Trough in Randolph has it all to satisfy your cravings. From tasty burgers and wraps, patty melts and perfect pitas to fresh salads, home-cut fries, crispy onion rings, and of course, that silky smooth ice cream. The Crawford Trough can feed your hunger and then some. And if you haven't tried one of the Trough's mixed sodas, your taste buds don't know what they're missing. Stop in today at the place to eat and drink, the Crawford Trough at 120 South Main, Randolph.
Welcome back, Rich Rebel fans. The final score on the Station on Main scoreboard is going to be 3-0 as Rich takes that final set 25-16. Welcoming just mostly domination by Rich. Coming up, we'll bring you the Mound Valley Cattle Company postgame show. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich High Rebel Volleyball on 98.3 with live video coverage online at mylocalradio.com.
America keeps moving, and Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to help you keep rolling. Whether you need a brand new vehicle or service on one you already own, Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to lend a helping hand. Our certified mechanics are knowledgeable, and our sales team takes the time to get to know you and what your needs are. Stop in today, Auto Farm Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. Evanston's community-driven dealer.
Evanston Regional Hospital is an affiliate of the University of Utah Health. Our partnership builds on a long tradition of collaboration between Evanston Regional Hospital and University of Utah Health. Inside these doors, our dedicated staff is committed to being your caring partner in your healthcare journey. Whether you need an MRI or surgery, are expecting a new baby, or you're having a heart attack, Evanston Regional Hospital is here to help. Evanston Regional Hospital. Healing begins here.
The big difference that sets Freeway Tire apart from other tire stores is the fact that we care. We care about the customer service we provide, we care about selling quality products at fair prices, and we care about your vehicle. So when you're looking for tires or having work done on your vehicle, everything from maintenance to major repairs, make sure you take it to the company that really cares, Freeway Tire, on Bear River Drive in Evanston. Stop in today or schedule an appointment with us online at freewaytires.com.
This presentation of Rich High School Athletics is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. Dr. Todd Hoover does all of the chiropractic work you need, as well as blood work, dietary supplements, a weight loss program, x-rays, and can help you get rid of migraines and allergies. Call Hoover Chiropractic at 307-789-0043.
Welcome back, Rich Rebel fans, here to the Mound Valley Cattle Company postgame show. As always, Eddie and Todd Jensen out of Thatcher, Idaho, wishing the Rebels much success. First, let's cover some of the highlights of today's game, brought to you by the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital, the most caring hospital on earth. We'll cover a little bit here. A team effort mostly contributed to this dominating win over Kemmer. They were allowing Kemmer to stay in with a couple runs of their own, but overall, the Rich Rebels and their stars able to find a way to come out with the win, sweeping the Kemmer Rangers 3-0, winning that final set 25-16 after taking the first one 25-15, and closer, more hard-fought set number 2, 25-22, all three belonging to Rich. These highlights we'd like to cover. Darlene Peterson, fantastic work by her in the offensive production department, finding a couple kills, as well as Crawford Trough aces. Each of these by Darlene, able to help her team kind of keep that distance between Kemmer and her own. Darlene Peterson, number 8, junior, 5'10", able to find some of those kills as well. Another star-studded athlete on this team, able to contribute, finding multiple avenues to score with Bear Lake Realty kills as well as aces. That is Annie Peart, That's a senior 5'9", able to use her experience in multiple sets, both in the first, second, and third, to anchor her team and find the soft spots in the defense on multiple occasions, jumping up and reading the defense and just having a light touch right over the tape, just out of the reach of the front line of the Kemmer defense. Our post-game highlights have been brought to you by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho, the most caring hospital on earth. Coming up next on the Mound Valley Cattle Company post-game show, we'll bring you the Dr. McKay Frankham Precision Play of the Game. Our final score tonight on the Station on Main scoreboard was 3-0 sweep by the Rich High Rebels. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich High Rebel Volleyball on 98.3 with live video coverage online at mylocalradio.com.
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really long streets. When your travels take you to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. The Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Rebels! West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
Welcome back, Rich Rebel fans, to the post-game show brought to you by Mound Valley Cattle Company. Eddie and Todd Jensen out of Thatcher, Idaho. It's time to take a look at our precision play of the game today, brought to you by Dr. McKay Frankham, providing precision family dentistry at affordable prices. Call an appointment today at 307-389-8910. We're going to go ahead and give the precision play of the game actually to a few plays, back-to-back-to-back aces by Darlene Peterson in the middle of the second set as she found corner after middle soft spot. Darlene not only is going to go ahead and take that precision play of the game for herself, but also we might be hearing her as we recognize the player of the game today. Darlene Peterson, we're going to highlight her as the outside hitter, junior 5'10", able to help her team find that victory, continue to move on. The precision play of the game has been brought to you by Dr. McKay Frankham, providing precision family dentistry at affordable prices. Up next on the Mound Valley Cattle Company postgame show, we'll recognize the player of today's game, brought to you in part by multiple sponsors. Thank you so much to our boosters, including Atlas Home Care and Hospice, as well as Comprehensive Family Dental. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Volleyball on 98.3 The Wildlife and coverage at mylocalradio.com. Final score on the Station on Main scoreboard today was 3-0 sweep for the Rich High Rebels here. We'll be back after these few messages.
The best live coverage of local sports, weather, local news, and radio classifieds. Plus job listings, fun giveaways, and more. It's all on mylocalradio.com. Watch live as your high school teams clash with their biggest rivals. Listen to the latest from your team's coaches, catch up on local and regional news, and get accurate weather conditions and forecasts. Visit mylocalradio.com, like us on Facebook, and stream it all now.
Welcome back again to the Mound Valley Cattle Company postgame show. Today's player of the game is brought to you by our boosters, Atlas Home Care and Hospice, as well as Comprehensive Family Dental. We're going to go ahead and name Darlene Peterson, outside hitter, junior 5'10", for the Rich Rebel Volleyball, as our player of the game. Congratulations to Darlene and her great work, especially in the second set as she had back-to-back-to-back aces, finding soft spots in the defense and just kind of muscling her way through, being a captain and a leader for her team, even though she is a junior. Time for the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap of today's volleyball game between the Rich High Rebels and the Kemmer Rangers. First set went by incredibly quickly as the Rich Rebels found their groove early, able to top off a 25-15 first set on multiple runs of 5 as well as 7 points. Spearheaded by Dixie Huffaker in the final couple plays of the first set here. Second set was hard fought as Nelson of the Kemmer Rangers able to find her groove as they went on an 8-0 set, an 8-0 score run against the Rich High Rebels. Not enough, though, in order to overcome that deficit. 25-22 is the final in that set as they just a back and forth battle right at the tape between Annie Peart and the Kemmer front line, which involved Gracie Painter as well as Sydney Nira. Going into our third set, up 2-0, the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap concludes as Rich goes on a 25-16 win there in the third set, able to really jump out early. Kind of struggled a little bit in their last couple points as Kemmer able to find a couple small runs of 3-2 and 3 again. But the Rich Rebels taking care of business. 3-0 is your final here, as the Rich High Ladies Volleyball able to take care of business here in Kemmer, Wyoming. This Freaky Fast game recap has been brought to you by Jimmy John's in Evanston and Rock Springs, where fresh and fast meat. Every day delivering gourmet sandwiches every time. Jimmy John's, 113 Front Street in Evanston. This brings us to the end of our Mound Valley Cattle Company post-game show today. We want to thank Eddie and Todd Jensen out of Thatcher, Idaho, for their support of Rich High and its students in all their endeavors. That's Mound Valley Cattle Company in Thatcher, Idaho. This has been a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Volleyball on 98.3 with live video coverage online at mylocalradio.com. Final score today was 3-0 as Rich tapped off and capped off the 3-0 sweep of the Kemmer Rangers here, taking care of business. Capping off that final set 25-16. This has been a sports production broadcast of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. No portion of this production can be used or rebroadcast without express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. Once again, our final score today, 3-0 for the Rich High Rebels on the Station on Main scoreboard. Join us next week next week is homecoming. I'd like to kind of highlight that. We have 3 volleyball games coming up as this lady volleyball team will take on Montpelier on Thursday the 2nd at 7 p.m., Altamont at 7 p.m., and Intermountain Christian as well on Saturday the 4th. Not only that, but you can catch me tomorrow as I travel down to the south portion of Utah to Gunnison Valley as the Rich Rebel football team take on the Bulldogs in their second game of the season, looking to right the ship here and find that win that they desperately need and they've been working for all summer. Look forward as I take you on coverage of that tomorrow. Once again, Station on Main scoreboard 3-0 for the Rich High Rebels. We'll be on air with you tomorrow at 6:15 as I travel down to Gunnison Valley for our pregame show. Until then, this has been Cody Olson saying, Go Rebels.
You've been tuned in to Rich High School Rebel Volleyball on Rebel Radio KADQ FM 98.3 with video online at mylocalradio.com. Today's match has been brought to you by these Rebel supporting businesses and individuals: Evanston Regional Hospital, Hoover Chiropractic, Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley, the Come On Inn in Casper, Plains Tire, the Best Western Dunmar Inn and Legal Tender, Freeway Tire, Auto Farm Chevrolet, Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau. The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of Old West Media, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of the aforementioned rights holder.